Hi Shankar, your film is here in the work in progress lab. You've are you have an incredible body of work as far as cinematography is concerned. Frozen is one of the most acclaimed indie films. Could you talk a bit about this project and about the work in progress lab?
Sure. Gurgaon, as the title of the film is, it's been in the making for about the last three and a half years. Early 2012, I started developing the screenplay, and it was only last year that we managed to raise some funds for it. It's an independent film produced by Jar Pictures. Ajay Rai and Alan McCallix are the producers.
One of the most exciting pair of independent film producers now.
Absolutely. And when they put their muscle behind it, I knew that there is something to it, more than perhaps what I could see. But it was very exciting for me because I got to make the film I want and the way we wanted it. We were very sure right from the beginning that this film has to have the widest audience possible. So it's not an art house film, but we wanted it to be our kind of mainstream film.
Right.
So that's the main thrust for this film, and I think predominantly I wanted this film to work both locally and internationally. So looking for a niche audience, but every audience. And the story itself is, I would call it a sort of a homegrown kidnapping drama. It's about the real estate business. It's about patriarchy. It's about the face of entitlement. It's about the impenetrable nature of patriarchy, so to speak. So, in a sense, I would say it's a noir thriller in many ways. So, and we are right now in the post-production stage, and we hope to release it early next year.
Right. Could you talk about the experience at the lab then?
Sure. When we sort of made it to the lab, I was very excited because I love to share the film with people who care, who I know can make a difference, especially if it is people from the outside and say from an international sensibility, because I would like to know what worked for them, what didn't work for them. I would like to just make sure that nothing has fallen through the cracks. So I was very, very excited about the Work in Progress Lab. I have been here as part of the Screenwriters Lab.
Okay, with the same project?
No, with a different project
right.
A few years ago. So my experience with NFDC Screenwriters Lab was tremendous. It was very rewarding, made some amazing breakthroughs with my material. So I knew that this space itself will give me access to my own material in a new way. And that's just what happened. We had some lovely discussions about what worked, what didn't work, and somehow I'm able to look at the material in a much more wholesome manner. So Work in Progress Lab for me is really helped me consolidate the material, and I can say that I'm very close to just blocking it and moving on with it.
So the film is completely shot. You said you're working on the music and the sound of the
yeah.
right. And would you be able to talk about the quantum of money that you're looking to raise, or the kind of international distributors, partners that you're looking at?
I wouldn't know that. I think my producers would be able to give you a better thing of it. But I think we're definitely looking at acquiring, building a relationship with a sales agent who can push the film forward into the international market. And looking forward to festival premieres. So this is definitely on the cards. I think the mechanics and the particular nature of it only my producers would know. But right now I'm just focused on completing the project.
Right, and like you said, the film is much more mainstream than probably anything you've done before this. Would you have any view in terms of how soon the theatrical would happen, or would there be like a festival run before you kind of come to? Or is it too early to talk about that?
No, I think I would like the best of both worlds, for sure. But it's what I would call it as a mainstream film. I call it a mainstream film simply because we want to put it out there. That doesn't necessarily mean it subscribes to a certain formula, for sure. It's a film that we want to project with, which has the widest release. So yes, it is. People in the film festivals can definitely appreciate it and will like it. I'm quite certain about that. It all depends on who chooses to premiere the film. But yeah, I mean, I would ideally like to do both.
Right. Thanks so much for the time.
Not at all.
Lovely chatting with you, and hope you find whatever you're looking for at the bazaar.
Thank you, Arun.